For centuries, Chinese governance has maintained an important tradition, seeking foreign counsel. More than 400 years ago, during the Qing dynasty, the Belgian astronomer Ferdinand Verbiest traveled to China as a missionary. He presented advanced astronomical instruments and weaponry to the emperor Kangxi. His contributions thrilled the emperor, who called Verbiest a genius and appointed him to an important imperial position. Throughout the centuries, the Chinese authorities have shown their appreciation for their high-level foreign advisors. Among them were the German missionary Adam Schall von Bell and the French mathematician Joachim Bouvet. According to an ancient Chinese proverb, the sea refuses no river. Likewise, consulting talents abroad has become a critical step of modern Chinese governance. Foreigners are frequent attendants at China's annual 2 sessions, or Lianghui, where they're invited to discuss Chinese politics with high-ranking officials. Sounds strange, doesn't it? Why would the Chinese government want to consult foreigners at one of its most important meetings of the year? It all started 3 decades ago in 1989 with the approval of regulations for inviting internationals to attend the National People's Congress. Among those invited, diplomatic envoys and information officers are at the top of the guest list for observing and providing proposals. Later, in 2005, the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, or CPPCC, also adopted a similar regulation. Since then, an average of more than 300 foreigners have been invited each year to attend the CPPCC. In March 2012, one headline caught the international media spotlight. Gary Locke, the then US ambassador to China, attended the 5th session of the National People's Congress, one of the 2 sessions, starting a trend of inviting foreign diplomats. A few years later, in 2015's 2 sessions, Mr. Lars Bo Larsen, Minister Counselor of the Denmark Embassy, said he saw the transformation of a more transparent China. Foreign journalists are also an indispensable asset. At the 2018 2 sessions, more than 3,000 journalists reported on the event, 1/3 being foreign correspondents. Last year, at Premier Li Keqiang's press conference, half of the journalists chosen to ask questions were from outside the Chinese mainland. This trend toward increased openness and transparency at the annual Lianghui reflects China's more inclusive foreign diplomacy. So what are the takeaways? In 2013, the Belt and Road Initiative attracted lots of attention from international partners. 21 countries joined the initiative as founding members in 2014. Since then, China has made lots of new friends. President Xi Jinping traveled around the globe, meeting both old pals and new partners.
In the past few years, he has attended nearly every important international summit, from the G20 to APEC.
In 2016, in the wake of these achievements, China announced its new direction for diplomacy, called Major Country Diplomacy with Chinese Characteristics. This diplomatic concept calls to embrace differences and seek cooperation with other nations. Multilateralism is a key aspect. It's been 6 decades since the first 2 sessions in 1959. Since then, China has worked to establish its diplomatic concept, Shared Future of Humanity, as the blueprint for building bridges with other countries. At this year's Lianghui, China will further open up and engage with global issues.